Well, hey guys. This is going to be a little bit different once again. As you can see, I'm in Dragon Quest V, and well, I'm continuing a different run that I tried some years back, but well, I wasn't able to follow through because I was recording the DS directly. We're doing a son and daughter run. Now, in Dragon Quest V, that might seem a little weird because you only get the son and daughter in the third time skip. But that's okay. There's still some good bosses for them to fight. And, it's kind of like a good, dipping your toe in the water type of thing, because I got to get used to Dragon Quest V again. So, I'm at the point where we just got our kids, and we're ready for adventure. I put everyone else back into, well, I guess you could say people storage or monster storage. So, now we just got my, my hero here, who I killed off just as soon as I finished everything. And we're right at level 5. I'll be leveling up. You're not going to have to watch that. And I'll show you what either the next boss or tough moment that I experience. We have to go and try to find Deborah, so that's going to be our next step from here. I'm a little rusty on Dragon Quest V, so you'll have to wait until, till the next segment of this video to find out the next boss, because I don't know it. You guys will. But one thing I wanted to mention, this save file is from 2 years ago when I first did a Let's Play of Dragon Quest V with choosing Deborah as my wife, which is why our son and daughter has black hair. I don't know, I like that look better on them, to be honest. Besides, I like Deborah, she's interesting. Luckily, in advance, I was able to make that save file. I made an extra save file at this point, and even mentioned in case I want to go back at this point. And, lucky for me, or rather, smart of my past self here, I apparently saved all the seeds, or majority of the seeds, I hope. So, I'll be able to get more seeds as we go, but I can at least disperse them among my son and daughter here. Most likely the mana seeds are going to go to Son because he has a lot less MP. And Wisdom will probably go to daughter so she can gain more MP as she levels. I think that's how it works in this one. It changes every time. Resilience, I'm not sure about. Agility, I'm not super positive about. Probably the Son, I'm not sure. And Strength's obviously going to go to the Son. Life is probably going to be given as needed, but probably the daughter. I'll see as I go. The thing about Dragon Quest V is you have access to a lot better items. Also, I saved all the TNT tickets and Tombola tickets, so I have plenty of room for possibilities here. But the thing about Dragon Quest V is you have access to Elfin Elixir, which restores your MP to the max on any party member. It is ridiculous and abusive, and we will be using it as necessary. So really, MP is not as holy shit needed as it was in Dragon Quest IV, because wizard rings were like the saviors in that game, but you had no access to elfin elixirs, or if you did, it was some sort of rare drop that I'm not aware of. So, yeah, this is going to be a little bit more interesting in terms of MP consumption and all. I'm looking forward to showing this off. I know that this is a possibility for a certain amount of bosses, because I did this on the original DS at one point. But I also did it in a ghetto recording, so yeah. Anyway, I'll probably throw some links into the description if I remember to both my attempts and to the video and time mark of when I saved this file from my Let's Play. So look forward to that. For now, I'll see you at the next boss as I grind my ass off. Alright guys, time for the first fight for the son and daughter challenge here. Now this and the next two fights are ones I've done in the past on the original DS. I'll link the video in the description. Wow, I could not speak that for some reason. For the old ones. It's terrible quality, no talking, just me trying to do it on the DS. It's slow. I recommend fast forwarding. In any case, here's our stats. I'm at an earlier level than I was in my old video. I'm also going to be changing a little bit of the strategy, but not a lot. Don't mind the hero, Tal here. He is just going to be holding all the key items to get it out of the bag for me. And no one else is in the party. Here's my item setup for the sun. Instead of using the Miracle Sword like I did in the original video, I'm using the Metal King Sword with Sacred Armor. Sacred Armor still stays. You can get that at the Metal King, or the Mini Metal Dudes. And of course, Zenithian Helm and Zenithian Shield. Those are very good still here. Zenithian Shield will be important. I'll be carrying the Fairy Foil. I did not have this in the other video, but this is a way to increase your defense by yourself if you need to. You can get this at one of the stores in the Fairy World's Treasures and Trapdoors, I think it's what it's called, TNT. Those boards. Also, he'll be carrying a couple... See, I could buy Yggdrasil leaves and Elfin elixirs at the casino, so MP won't be as much of an issue like it was in Dragon Quest IV, where I had to use a bunch of prayer rings. Also, a power shield just to conserve MP when needed, because he may be needing to kazing his sister. But yeah, that's what the leaves there are for. I could buy them, so they're like used to save MP in case his MP's running low. Now, the daughter, she has the Gringham Whip. I got, just like the Metal King Sword, I got that from the casino. Once you get enough tokens in the casino, you basically can just buy everything, so it's ridiculous. Princess Robe, got that from her castle. Happy Hat, I think was from the Metal King, the Mini Metal Dude. Meteorite Bracers in Gothic Castle. And Staff of Salvation will be taking a lot of use here. I don't remember where I got that, but I think it was somewhat recent. I think that might have been in the castle, I'm not sure. She's holding the Zenithian Sword so that if the guy buffs himself too much, we can foil that. And she has her own fairy foil, and also 2 Yig leaves and 2 Elfin elixirs. To be honest, I think 1 extra Yig leaf is probably a safer option. I've got a lot of them, by the way. I could put the dew in there too, but where did I put them? Here they are. Yeah, I bought a bunch of them. When you can buy those, it actually gets a little ridiculous. Oh, shut up, daughter. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and start the fight. By the way, the hero's alive only because the fight won't start if the hero's alive. So, essentially, what the old strategy was, I used a Miracle Sword on the hero, the sun, just so that he could sustain himself even more. It's not a bad strategy, don't get me wrong, but I think I want the extra damage more than I want the healing this time. But if you want to be a little more conservative, definitely go for the Miracle Sword. The Miracle Sword's only a little bit less attack. Daughter's mostly just going to be healing and supporting, but she will throw some spells out when she's able to. The old strategy, though, I employed the Miracle Sword and the Miracle Armor, because this guy doesn't really have any elements I could resist, so you're better off using higher defense, which this armor is. And also, I'm going to fast forward to this. There we go. That noise was annoying. And, oh, shush. There we go. And using... just basically just attacking and healing. And we're also going to be using bounce spells a bunch. That's what I was using in the old strategy. I was able to do this without bounce spells, but it took longer, and I didn't really care for it. So bounce is going to be extremely useful, because this guy likes to use Kasap a lot. He's kind of a dick like that. And you don't want it to be affecting you too much, so sometimes I might have to take turns to buff myself up, or sometimes letting someone die just because it's easier to revive them than it is to get their defenses back up. Anyway, let's begin. Bjorn the Behemoth. I say words. Alright, I'm just going to use random items for Tal, because Tal doesn't matter. Alright, Insulate. Start with Insulate. Insulate does not wear off like it did in Dragon Quest IV, and neither does Oomph, funny enough. But that's why you don't want to be kasap too much. Anyway, Oomph Sun, insulate. There we go. Not too bad. Alright, this turn, bounce up for everybody. Daughter may die still here if she gets attacked. Okay, we're okay. Now we just attack, and she needs to heal. Alright, he buffed. And we're okay still. He's still healing okay. I'm going to use Fairy Foil because he's defensed up at the moment. And, you know what, you go ahead and heal yourself. If you can get your defense up more, it's fine. Yeah, his defense is way up right now. I'm going to go ahead and... You know what, I'll Fairy Foil on her too. May as well get your defenses up right now. He's not worth fighting at the moment. Okay, there we go. Now he's worth attacking. And you need to heal. Bounce is going to be wearing off soon, too. You attack, and you're going to bounce yourself, because I feel like it's going to wear off. Yeah. I think it has an exact number, but I don't remember. I just go by what it feels right. If someone wants to count the turns, go for it. Alright, daughters will wear off before sons, at least. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and have her Fairy Foil. I think her defense is now maxed. And... yeah. Just go ahead. And now she can crackle and help out with the damage. We're okay. She's going to heal herself. That's still decent damage. She can't defense up anymore. She may as well crackle. If he buffs up one more time, I've got to fix it. We want him to actually attack the sun right now because this is a good time for that type of shit to happen. But yeah, bounce. When bounce wears off at the wrong time, but when he wastes a turn, that's great. Yeah, definitely heal yourself. Wait. Damage is not great right now. I'm gonna have to Zen Sword if I can. I'm gonna say have him heal himself because we can't do much, and have her Zen Sword. Oh, now he kasaps, but that's okay. We can do more damage now to him. She could also oomph herself and do decent damage too. He just wasted his buff. I'm going to say bounce on yourself. It feels right now. She can't place... You know what? You go ahead and press bounce, and you oomph yourself. Let's see how that works out. 2 and... okay. Both attack. Let me see. 133. Yeah, that's better than her crackle. Yeah, okay. It could take a little bit more setup, though, and she's generally not going to be... You know what? I think we're going to play it risky. Alright. That was risky enough. That probably could have killed her with the right circumstances there. Oh, he double buffed. That ain't good. You know what? Zen Shield for fun, just to keep that on you, because you're more important than the daughter right now, unfortunately. And there we go, that's good. And why don't you bounce yourself, since he did it on himself recently. So we can keep track of it a little easier. Heal yourself. Yeah, good damage going right now. Yeah, we could take it. I think this is the game where attack is generally better than magic attack. Because as soon as you can oomph, you're pretty much good. Alright, that was just one buff. He should be easier, but Crackle's going to probably do more damage than her whip right now. Oh, bounce wore off him. You know what? Let me see what your attack is. Yeah. The crackle was better. Okay, I had to check. And bounce on yourself. Good. He just reset, but that means Sun still can do decent damage right now. She's okay. Good crackle. Ooh, 101. Nice. Good. And he didn't buff himself again, so you can attack now. Alright. I feel like bounce is coming up, so go ahead and reset. Nice! That was a lot cleaner than my test runs, actually. Sometimes you get really unlucky where bounce just wears off as he decides to cast Kasap, and it can get a little hairy. In those cases, that's why I like to try to buff myself up whenever he's not really touchable physically. That way you can go ahead, kind of like get your defenses as high as you can, so even if he does get a Kasap down, you're still in reasonable defense, so he won't just like two-shot you. That doesn't always work out though, because sap is kind of weird compared to buff. In any case, we get the final key now. Alright, the next two bosses we have is Slon the Rook, I think, and one of the fights with, what's his face, Ladja. I'll see you there next, guys. Alright, guys. We're at Slon the Rook now, and this is a very easy fight. In fact, you could cheese this guy really easily. I'm not even at full max MP. You don't even need to worry about it. Things that have changed is that we got the Elfin Charm on Sun, but this doesn't matter for this fight. Just showing you what I got so far. Main thing you want is the Terror Crow. You can pick this up in hay. It's one of the knickknacks that you can get. However, it has a useful thing where it uses War Cry in battle whenever you use it as an item. And Slon? Well, he is susceptible to stun. He only has a 20% chance to resist it. Now, what I'm going to do here is start off with Kabuff, just for when the times it doesn't work. And oomph. He is not susceptible to sap, so don't bother. Anyway, you just attack and Terror Crow. And literally, that's it. That's all you have to do. Sometimes he won't be bothered by it, but again, that's what Kabuff's for. And also the self-healing that Sun has right now is really good. I probably should have moved the Terror Crow to an easier position, so all I have to do is hit item, but whatever. It's really that simple. I mean, he is the definition of a mini-boss. He hits pretty hard, but that's about it. So, I never really... I mean, he's kind of like, what do you call it? Kirk Buzzer, or whatever his name is, from Themyscira in Dragon Quest IV, where it's kind of like an easy fight. I mean, though I think Kirk the Buzzer had a lot more depth to him, because this guy literally can only attack pretty strongly, and that's about it. But this is like the... I never realized how easy I could cheese this fight, to be honest. I just tried to survive his onslaught in my original attempt. Once again, I'll put a link in the description about that, too. It's just... I just find this amusing. And then he's done! But yeah, definitely not a hard boss. Anyway, I guess I'll see you at the Ladja fight next. Okay, so this Ladja fight is actually a little easier than I remembered. When I did it, I definitely took a harder route than I should have. This can be really easy if you can get the setup, well, fast enough. Anyway, still roughly the same levels here. I have the Miracle Sword on me just in case, but Metal King Sword should be enough. You might need the Miracle Sword if things don't go your way right away, I guess you could say. He has the Fairy Foil, which is going to be somewhat useful here, and Yigdu and Leaves, just in case shit goes tits up here. And as for the daughter, once again, Steph's Elevation is going to be her big thing, but the Fairy Foil is going to be needed. I also have a Pack-a-Punch just in case I accidentally use Bounce on the hero and forgot to oomph him. That's really what that is. Just a way to get... It basically is an oomph that you could do through a Bounce spell. The Zenithian Sword's a just in case, but you really shouldn't need it if you can get the setup done. Anyway, let's go and talk to this piece of shit. This is this game's Amon. A cruel asshole. Anyway, like most fights, you want to start off with Insulate and Oomph. This guy's going to Kafrizzle. Kafrizzle's the worst thing he can do to you. Alright, now that we got that set up, we're going to do Kabuff, I believe, and you want to keep Sun healed right now. Yeah, Kafrizzle hurts. Now that we got that set up, you can use your Zenithian Shield. You should heal. Hero is more important at the moment. Okay. Now that he has Bounce Up, I'm going to Fairy Foil, and she needs to put Bounce Up on herself. Now he's just going to wail on us and attack. Alright, you're healthy, you Fairy Foil, you heal yourself. Alright, yeah, hero, I think he's maxed out, but just in case he's not. Okay, yeah, now he's maxed out. He can let it rip. She is going to Fairy Foil. Alright. Bounces off. This is where you want to Kasap. Very good. We gotta get Bounce on ourselves. We should be okay now. This should be like... Basically, we won. As long as you keep up on healing. He really can't touch you now. His only powerful move is... Oop, that's another one. His only powerful move is Kafrizzle. But yeah, now we're going to be doing like basically 200 damage around. She needs to keep up on her healing though, because even with max defense, she really can't take too many good hits. Let me see if she's maxed out yet. Nope, now she is. Alright, she's going to use Oomph on herself now. That way we don't have to worry about Bounce being down. And, ooh, that hurt. Yeah, Zenithian Shield, and I'm going to say Bounce. Yeah, that's a moment where Sun was actually a little bit in danger, because if he Kafrizzled it and then attacked, that would have killed him. But now we're good. We're basically fine. Yeah, let him wail on Sun. Sun has all the defense, so... I think you can just attack now. Yeah, because he's double Kasapped, and it won't go away, so... Just attack. Until Bounce goes away, anyway. In fact, you know what? Just, I feel like it's coming up. We can afford to basically do this. Kasap won't work anymore. Yeah, now she has to heal. Because now she can actually be killed. He can do about up to 90 with double attack, even with her defense maxed out. You know what? Just in case. Get some wiggle room. But yeah, when Insulate and Buff and Oomph does not wear off, you can basically just wail. It's really nice. In fact, yeah, go all out, guys. Bounce. But we got him. As long as Bounce is up, he will not Kafrizzle. And with Insulate and Kabuff, all of his stuff is basically neutralized. So it's really just upkeeping Bounce and healing where appropriate. It's that easy. It's kind of... It's a little cheesy, but you know what? Later on, he's a lot more difficult because he'll actually be able to dispel the buffs. So believe me, things will get tougher. But yeah, that was actually a lot harder for me in the past before I didn't have the information of what they resist and all that and what they're susceptible to. So, yeah, compared to my old videos, these were a lot easier. And I'm glad if I was able to find really good niches in strategy for this. Anyway, I guess I don't know what the next fight is, but we'll be going further than I did in my past son and daughter run. I'll see you then. Hey guys. First a heads up, I'm doing this set of recordings a little bit while I'm kind of recovering from sickness. In fact, my last recording I didn't realize was just the beginning of me getting sick, so my voice might have squeaked a little bit there. Anyway, so this fight is against Queen Ferz. It's actually rather easy once you get things going. Anyway, buffs are amazing here. Anyway, I'm not too different from the levels I was before. Ignore Tal. He's gonna die no matter what. Yeah, I'm at level 33 and 34. Items that I'm bringing with me that I honestly probably don't need to bring with me. I have... Oh, we did get the Zenithian armor here. It's going to help with magic attacks for your son. However, daughter doesn't have such protections. We also picked up an elf... I don't remember if the Elfin Charm was in my last recording, but we picked this up at a side... one of the side caves that we didn't need to go to, where you get the Pallium Regale or whatever. Anyway, I'm bringing these items with me, but he probably won't be needing to use any of these, but these are your backup items, if anything. Fairy Foil might get used, but you really won't need to. And as for daughter, still the same equipment. Staff of Salvation is going to get a lot of use, and Fairy Foil might get a little bit of use. The rest is just backup, and I'm trying to raise my voice, and my throat's not letting me, so sorry guys. But I wanted to record this, because I wanted to keep going. It's not like I can't talk, it's just that I'm limited in how I talk, so my apologies. Anyway, you don't want to hear about me. Anyway, this is fake Madalena. We're just going to go ahead and go through this. You want to say no twice, yes twice. No, no, yes, yes. And that begins. Okay. Have Talon just use whatever, because that isn't affecting the fight. And start with Insulate and Oomph. Those are the staples as usual. There goes Tal, no one cares. And now Kabuff is going to be needed. Daughter should try Kasapping. Oh good, she got a Kasap off. Yeah, she's going to get hit a little harder. We could spare one more round of this. Kabuff and Kasap didn't work. The Kasap didn't work this time. Okay. Now is where you attack, and you should definitely start healing yourself. Yeah, daughter's going to be healing herself for a bit. If son has to, he can heal too. But for the most part, son attacks and daughter is going to heal. Kind of funny, really. I'd say probably healing at 100 is safe, but I like to try to back it up a little. Alright, daughter's pretty much safe here. I'm going to have her do bounce just to help mitigate damage on her, because she takes more damage from magic right now. Plus it'll help us with attack power a little bit. We're most going to be relying on Sun doing all the attacking anyway. Alright, she's okay at the moment. Why don't you Fairy Foil one more? Okay, and now she could try to get one more Kasap down. Unfortunately, Queen Ferz resists it, sap by like it has a 67% chance to resist it, so it's like not as good. Alright, bounces off, and of course it could crack. They could crackle now. You don't need bounce. It's just, again, it's just helpful. Everything that daughter is doing is supplementary. She shouldn't bother really attacking with magic much either. I mean, if I had Kaboom right now, I think it would do okay damage, but even that's not that important. You don't have to. Let's put it that way. And her attack is still not strong enough to be worth it. Wow. I mean, If you have enough time, yeah, I got the 2 Kasaps down. I think you could do technically more. I'll try oomping your daughter, but she should be fine. Yeah, we're okay. Let's try. Oh, okay. Yeah, she could do decent. Again, it's very supplementary. But there you go. Queen Ferz is mostly easy. If she had like a way to, if Queen Ferz had a way to get rid of our buffs or attack twice in a turn, she'd be a little bit more dangerous. However, she or he or they actually don't have a specific gender. It just seems to be a she. But yeah, they are mostly pretty simple. It's weird though because some of these fights seemed a little bit more tricky when you have a full party, but this was actually rather simple with just 2 people. And fun fact, King Korol, the next fight, is actually pretty easy too. I'll see you there shortly. Okay guys, we're here at King Korol, or Korol. We're basically still the same as we were before, level 34-ish. Only one small item change I've done. Would probably, well, ignore these. I literally just picked these up. They are very much unnecessary. But, yeah. The only change up I did was I gave the Zenithian sword to daughter, because she might use it sometimes, but otherwise she's mostly going to be healing and buffing, and son's going to be doing the majority of the damage. Daughter can do damage, but often she won't have the opportunity. It's going to be a very simple fight because he only attacks once per turn. She won't be bothering with Kasap because unfortunately he is completely immune to Kasap. So, in any case, here we are. It's gonna, like I said though, this will be a pretty damn simple fight. When you only have 2 people to worry about, the only thing is things might take a while. That's about it. But otherwise, he's pretty reliable. As usual, Insulate and Oomph are your top 2 buffs right now. Yeah, he's gonna bounce. Son, just let him attack. Daughter, now here's a fun thing. Daughter could do one of 2 things. She could try to make him paranoid by using her own bounce spell. He doesn't like that, and he'll more likely Disruptive Wave if you do. Or she could Disruptive Wave him to make him want to bounce again. It really is depends what you want to do it. 105 is the max amount of damage he could do to you in one turn with this setup, because his attack is always a critical hit, which is why Kabuff and defense ups is useless. So don't bother. You don't want to have to keep re-upping that. Alright. Daughter can get away with another Disruptive Wave on him. It'll keep him distracted. Now don't get too fixated on it either, though. You want to make sure she can heal herself. Kaboom is going to be probably the worst thing that happens. Son may need to help with healing sometimes, depending what happens. Right now, daughter has to heal herself. Yeah. And that's why. Because the Staff of Salvation heals just a little under that. It heals around 75-ish HP, sometimes a little higher. Alright, we got Disruptive Wave, so once again, Oomph and Insulate. Because that Cold Breath would be the most deadly. Yeah, heal yourself. Sun doesn't have any defense against Kaboom, unfortunately. Ah, really? Other than using his own bounce spell, anyway. But yeah, if you put too many buffs up, that's when the AI seems to more likely Disruptive Wave. Now, another thing you could do if you want daughter to do more is to give the son the Miracle Sword instead, because then he will more likely because then he'll probably have his HP up higher, and daughter could probably do some other things instead. Because Crackle is not a bad option to attack him with, or Kaboom. It just does only okay damage. Bounce probably gets you more mileage, if it lasts a while anyway. 120 is technically safe, but I like to try to top them off if they're close to 100-ish. Well, 105 HP. That way, I don't have to. If I can, the less Sun has to heal and buff, the better. Is why. Oh, shut up, computer. That way you can get all your damage output going. But like here, yeah, daughter should get a little bit of a healing in, but she's safe still. And yeah, and he bounces. Since daughter does not have Kafrizzle, she's less likely to be attacking in a lot of these boss battles. Actually, this is a case where I think multi-heal is a little more appropriate. I'm gonna try to force him to Disruptive Wave. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm smart. Yeah, she should be fine, though. She's fast enough to heal. Well, that's one way to give yourself a really expensive full heal. Alright, he still has his bounce up, I think, so I'm not gonna do a... Yeah, we're just trade Disruptive Waves. I was going to Crackle, but I was like, yeah, no. I technically could bounce there and then oomph on the next turn instead, but it's generally not worth it. But yeah, you could keep him in a state of unsure and being less likely to attack by just constantly disrupting, waving him, or using bounce on yourself. But bounce is not pertinent like it was in the Bjorn fight. Because that... Oh, yeah, that you really needed to keep it up so your defense didn't fall down too far. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to make him paranoid. I bet you if I use bounce, he's going to defend. Oh, wow, I'm wrong. Usually he does. That's been my luck with the AI so far. But yeah, he's very likely to Disruptive Wave when you do that. Which means it's probably not that worth it to do, but it would also mean, again, less damage output from him. Since we just about always have someone attacking. You're probably better off just attack, insulate, oomph, and then attack, heal. That's basically all you really need to do. Yeah, you go ahead and attack, and you can survive a hit. Because her spell damage is not going to do more than what he's physically putting out right now. Yeah, when he defends, it's mostly just like a wasted turn than anything. Well, Disruptive Wave him. Make him waste a turn later. I think that probably would be the wiser thing to do. Whoops. I technically could have gotten away with like a Crackle there, but it's, again, just not worth it. You know what? Yeah, her HP is just fine enough. We'll just constantly keep doing that to him. It's semi-risky, but it's not very. There's a chance you might not even need Insulate, but I'd rather not risk it. Better off to have some resistance than anything. Yeah, go ahead and finally heal yourself. And he's just like, no, you're not allowed to. Yeah, Kaboom hurts. We are okay enough. Daughter is technically a little at risk right now. But we are safe. Ooh, that Staff of Salvation actually won't be enough. He's gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and have him full heal, because it won't be above 105. Heal yourself. Oh, I forgot. Sun is slower. I probably shouldn't have let him do that. I probably should have healed with this thing myself. That was my bad. You know, his thing just ran off. Why don't I go ahead and see what happens with Crackle? Yeah, 68. Not worth it. Just make him bounce more. Oh, his bounce is off. Yeah, may as well. A little extra damage helps. It's not needed, though. Where are you? Oomph, there we go. Go ahead and Zenithian sword him down. I feel like the AI definitely reads what you're using at times. Ah, there you go. But yeah, and King Korol's defeated. It's one of those things where, again, if he had more attacks per turn, this would probably be a harder fight. But, well, it was that simple. And it just, long. That's all it really was. Anyway, I forget what the next fight is. I think the next fight is our extra meeting with Bishop Ladja, but it might be something else. I'm not sure. Either way, I'll see you there. Okay, guys, we're here for the last Ladja fight. Something might be a little weird here is that you notice that the hero is in the party. It's because we're about to get a full heal, and we have to also go ahead and do a mini fight before we get to the Ladja's final fight. Anyway, here's what my setup here. Going with the Metal King sword. Sacred armor is a little more useful than the Zenithian armor here, because he only has one spell, Caprizzle, and he doesn't. Even when he uses it, it's not really that much of a concern at this point. I also have the Circle of Life added onto this because this heals 10 HP around, while this heals, I think, 30 or 50. I think it's 30. So I get either a total of 40 or 60. I don't remember the exact amount, but basically it's passive healing per round. I technically could have given this to Daughter, but Daughter has a lot of stuff in her inventory. Also, for once, this is actually going to be important. The Elfin Charm. It helps with... reduces your chances of being paralyzed, confused, not poisoned. There's a third one that I can't think of at the moment, but basically it's going to help us resist some status effects, and Ladja has a paralyzing breath, so we don't want to deal with that. Also, a couple elfin elixirs, one Yigleaf and a Yigdu. Yigdu we shouldn't need, but it's a just in case type of moment. And Yigleaf just to save MP if needed. But the elfin elixirs are going to be for Daughter, because Daughter probably is going to run out of MP at some point here. As for Daughter, we did get an upgrade with Silver Shielded back in Precaria. She's also got an Elfin Charm on alongside her Meteorite Bracer. In Dragon Quest V, you can equip multiple accessories, so it's kind of nice. Golden Tiara is pretty damn important. We got that before already, though. This is going to help with Paralyzed resistance as well. She's going to, of course, use the Sage Stone. Fairy Foil a little bit. Elfin Elixir just in case. 2 Yigleaves. The Stolo Staff. This is important. Stolo Staff can cure Paralyze in battle. And it's the only other... yeah, I don't think they have the Moonwort bulbs in this, or if they do, I just really haven't encountered them. But this is a way to cure Paralyze in battle without the spell Tingle. So, you're going to want all that. Here's our stats at the moment. As you can see, Sun is our attacker, but he doesn't really have that much attack. Like, look, him at level 36 compared to level 25, Father is at 94. It makes sense, he's a kid and all, so he has a little less attack. He's also not very fast either, so you got that as well. But in any case, that's everything there. Let's get over this mini fight over with. I'm just going to fast forward through this, because it's not... Oh, damn it. This is why I usually don't have what's-his-face in the fight. I'm supposed to just oomph Sun. It's not a big deal. It just slowed me down a bit. Also, yeah, she's going to level up. Alright. Anyway, Mom's going to heal us, which sucks because now the hero is alive again. I will probably be getting a couple rounds where technically this helps me, but there's not much I can do other than wait till he dies, which I find not really a part of a challenge. So, we're just going to have him not contribute to battle. He's literally just going to spam items until he dies. The only problem is I'm probably going to end up giving him buffs by accident because we need to put Insulate and Oomph up. but I took all equipment off of Tal's, other than his weapon, which doesn't do anything. By the way, what I should have done, but I forgot to do, is just take all any cursed equipment and give him to Tal, so that way he just kind of fucks off, you know? It could lower his defenses more and all. Anyway, at this point, I'm going to start buffing, and she's going to also go ahead and fairy foil herself. Yeah, buffing Tal's not going to matter at all, so... But yeah, we're just going to keep doing that. We're not going to use bounce like we did last time, because if I have bounce up and daughter gets paralyzed, she won't be able to be tingles his way Sun can cure paralyze, and it bounces up, it basically won't work on her because, you know, it just bounces back, and you just don't want that. Anyway, he's going to attack, and she's going to start kabooming. That's right, she's actually going to be attacking here. She's going to be doing better damage than her father. Some bad luck there. We could still lose this, because he could paralyze them both, and that counts as an instant game over in this version, unlike in Dragon Quest IV. Yeah, so right now, daughter's gonna be passive healing here a little bit. Oh, that's terrible luck here. Okay, we're still mostly okay. I think I'm gonna have him multi-heal this time, because we're getting some really bad rolls here. Man, this is with Insulate up. You know what? Kabuff actually doesn't... Don't worry about Kabuff. Why not... Oh, I didn't give him the Fizzle Foil. I thought I did. That's my bad. Fizzle Foil, you probably want to give him, but it's not super necessary, but it definitely helps. Also, I don't know if you guys can't tell, but yeah, my throat's still kind of bothering, so sorry about that. If I'm a little bit raspy or whatever. But anyway, yeah. Once you got those buffs up, Ladja's gonna be mostly easy. You just gotta watch out for... It's the Paralyze that's the detriment here. Go ahead and Sage Stone. Yeah, for the rest of this, it's just trying to keep up and hope you don't get paralyzed. For the most part, he has a pretty low chance of paralyzing us, but it still can happen. At least we could Sage Stone, and at least we have Stolo Staff alongside Tingle. Man, daughter is getting some terrible luck here. Okay, we're okay. I'm actually going to have him full heal. Sometimes he's slow, though, so I'm going to Sage Stone alongside it. Yeah, there we go. Go ahead and kaboom it. Yeah, even with Insulate, unfortunately, the breath is pretty powerful. I kind of hold my breath anytime he does Burning Breath, which is kind of ironic, because I imagine you're supposed to hold your breath to avoid it. Uh-oh. Okay. Because that's the only time where plans start to derail. Otherwise, again, kaboom, attack, well, after he's oomphed, attack. And, you don't bother with Kasap because he's immune to it in this form. And any other spell, yeah, I don't think the Crackle... Yeah, he resisted some. Wait, is he actually immune? Oh wow, I didn't realize he was actually immune. I forgot. Resistance in this game isn't like a chance to miss. It's just a damage reduction in this. But if you're 100%, then you are immune, and it will miss. Oh boy. Tingle tingle. Man, if he just spammed that the whole fight, there's a good chance that we would just lose. Just because it could be very unfair. At least we've mitigated his attack damage, so that was close. Basically, all he could do is either paralyze us or spam Breath and Caprizzle. So he just really loves spamming that Breath, though. Unfortunately, the only ones that could be immune to paralyze, I believe, are monsters. And I'm not even that sure. I didn't like research each one to see if who's immune to it. I imagine there's at least one that is immune to it. Probably like the Man War or the jellyfish slimes, which sounds weird. The ones at sea. Here, go ahead and heal just in case. But yeah, otherwise this fight is simple. It just has that RNG chance of failure. Oh my gosh. I just keep worrying that this is going to be the one rare chance where we both get paralyzed. But yeah, you absolutely need that Stolo staff. You find it over in Precaria. It's being guarded by some dude in front of a chest. I didn't record those because those aren't really mini boss fights, even though they're sort of special fights. They die fast enough. They just look like the Axemen people, or the Headhunters, or whatever they're called. Alright, we're actually okay on that. Alright, we're probably going to have to use one of our Elfin Elixirs. You go ahead and use yours. He's probably near death now, though. Unfortunately, this fight is repetitive, though. But at least son and daughter get to kick this son of a bitch. Yeah, I figured. He was just about done. Kick this son of a bitch. Alright, that is the last fight before we fight Grandmaster Nimzo. I'll probably be having to grind much more for that one, because this guy is kind of easy. And I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do the bonus boss either, but I've said that many times before. We'll see. However, I'd probably be having to grind way up there. I'll see you in the next recording, though. Alright guys, we're here at Grandmaster Nimzo. Sorry, I just had to do a small adjustment on my headset there. Sorry if you heard it. I just had one successful run with this, and it wasn't too bad. It's very still possible that we end up dying, but for the most part, I think I got a decent strategy here. Alright, so as you can see, son is level 57 and daughter is 55. I just kept leveling daughter until she had at least 300 HP. That seemed to be what I figured, 300 would be a good milestone to stop at for them. I wasn't really looking at levels. Now, item-wise. So, hero here. I took away both of their elfin charms because the Grandmaster's Nimzo doesn't really use any status moves. You don't really... well, status moves that can be resisted anyway. So, yeah. So we have Metal King Sword, Zenithian Armor, Metal King Helm. I thought the daughter could equip it, but I mixed it up with Bianca, who can. So, unfortunately... well, not really unfortunately, because son needs defense too. But yeah, so he's got the Metal King Helm, and he's got the Zenithian Shield. Don't bother with getting a Metal King Shield. It only resists statuses. It doesn't resist any breath attacks, which you really need for this fight. Circle of Life, just a little extra healing. It's not like critical to have this. I just chose to. Then he's got a bunch of Elfin Elixirs. You need the MP. You will run out very often. Well, at this level, I managed to find a balance for it, but still, go nuts on the Elfin Elixirs. Gamble a lot at the casino and get those Elfin Elixirs. You need them. And then one Yigdu for emergencies. Now, daughter here. I took away her weapon, similar to how I did for Boria. She, even with her best weapon, she just can't do the physical damage that's necessary, and you don't want to bother. So, Princess Robe, Silver Shield, Golden Tiara, Meteorite Arm Bracer, and took away the Elfin Charm like I did before. She's got the Sage Stone, Zenithian Sword for taking out Bounce sometimes, and now this is going to be the fun one here. She's also got the Dragon Staff. What this does is cast, I think it's Poof or Bedragon, whatever your translation for it is. This will let her turn into a dragon and cause breath damage. This is just for the beginning of the fight, to save some MP, because it's the only thing that solidly kills the robots that Nimzo can summon. And then 3 Yig Leaves and 2 Elfin Elixirs. That's my setup, and also here's Dead Tal, level 25. Left him at that. I think I accidentally gained him 1 level when he got revived at one point, so but other than that, no biggie. Here we go. If this is a loss, then I will save this video and cut to the winning one afterwards. Though, if I do lose in this one, I'll be fast forwarding in the winning one. Just a heads up. I'll attempt to keep track of which takes I'm at. And speaking of fast forwarding, I'm gonna fast forward this because this guy speaks slow. This is his normal text speed, and this is on it fast forward. Holy crap. It's still slow. So I don't feel like reading this, and honestly, that's not the point of this run anyway. We don't need to read. I suppose I could have paused it and waited until it's over, but you know what? Maybe I'll do that for the winning run. Here we go. So, like most things, we're going to insulate. Oomph. Don't bother kabuffing. Very good. Ooh, let me just get my little... I forgot to get my strategy guide right up on the side here. I shouldn't say guide, it's just a little help here. Alright, so you're going to attack, and we actually don't need to... You go ahead and kaboom. Not having Kafrizzle is a little sad, but there you go. Okay, we're still fine. You attack, and you kaboom. They're susceptible to kaboom, so this works out. Full breath, okay. These guys suck. They could really mess you up by using bounce. Alright. And, yep, there we go. Alright. This is a point where Sun may have to turn into the support role soon because she's going dragon. Ouchies and ouchies. She's okay, actually. Just focus down on Nimzo while she takes out... See, he recovers 50 HP every round. So having that breath attack is actually a little helpful. Oh. Okay. Now we want to multi-heal. That way, the breath attack will basically cover for the passive healing he has. I'm going to say go ahead and full heal. We're okay. You can attack now. It only sucks when... Well, actually, no. It won't suck if he disruptive waves here. I'm going to say multi-heal just to be safe. Ah. Yeah. This part kind of sucks when he summons those guys. Alright. He's bounced. I got to keep that in mind. But you want to keep focusing down Nimzo as much as you can because of his stupid passive healing. If he disrupts those waves, that's fine because then the dragon goes away as well. We actually should be fine because he can only do up to about 100-ish damage with Kafrizzle and someone else attacking. There we go. Go ahead and heal. Alright. Now we go ahead and insulate, and I think it's down, but just in case it's not, I'm going to go ahead and just... Ooh. I don't remember if it bounces down or not. I'd rather not be having to backtrack. You attack. Why don't you do a quick heal? We're okay. I think bounce is down by now, so go for it. Ah, are you kidding me? Is it going to be down now? Oh, really? Alright, you just keep attacking and you say excuse me, and you Sage Stone. Now it's down. Alright, you insulate and you kaboom. But yeah, don't bother with bouncing here either because of the disruptive wave. Okay, you can attack and you oomph him. This way someone's always attacking. Ah, really? Okay. This is when you stagger them both. Unless you're unsure of a mirror or something. The bounce spell. I'm going to say you multi-heal so you can kaboom. because we have to oomph him. Okay, we're good. Now we can spread the oomph. Ouch, ouch. You know what? Yeah. No, you still attack, because his attack's a little bit more reliable than the kaboom. There we go. Alright, that was Form 1. And then he's got a different type of... I'm gonna fast forward to his text. He's got a different sort of setup when it comes to his second form. His second form stays the same, but changes in stages, or phases. The first phase is not the worst. Second phase is definitely the worst, and the third is the tricky one. But anyway, sorry, I let go of fast forward for a second. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Insulate, yeah, I wanted to double check. Insulate, Sage Stone to start. That's why. Ugh, we're gonna have to go without Insulate, because she needs a full heal. No. We might force him to do something else, though. Don't worry about Kasap. Alright, you're going to full heal her, and she's gonna No, she's not gonna kaboom. She's gonna Zenithian Sword, because he starts with bounce passively. Oh, really? Yeah, he's gonna be doing that a lot. Insulate and oomph then. He's gonna be attacking, and she's gonna be supporting for now. If we can force him to use bounce, that's good. Or that. Alright, actually, his thing's down, so we can actually kaboom. Okay, you attack, and you can oomph. Yeah, he's paranoid about that. The thing is, every time he disruptive waves off the Kasap. That's why you don't bother with worrying about the Kasap, even though it still can friggin' hurt. Insulate, and we need some healing. This is not the high pressure moment anyway yet, so... Okay, go ahead and oomph him. My general rule of thumb is oomph around... It's okay not to heal around 200-ish HP. That's not a good rule, it's just a rough estimate. This is time to heal. He's got bounce up as well. Gotta remember that. Technically, you can get the item Paxa Punch if you really wanted to use that instead of her Oomph MP or whatever, but Ugh, he's being a dick right now, though. We're in okay HP. You know what? Yeah. Oomph anyway. Ouch. Okay. Bounce is still up. Alright, let's go insulate, and we gotta heal. That's why we had to heal. Oh, he is being such a piece of shit right now, though. I have to take a nasty breath attack soon, so... But his bounce just wore off, so I'm gonna make him pay for that. Alright, good. Now you can insulate and still kaboom. Very good. And now he's like, oh, hell no, I don't like that. Ugh, he's such a dick. We can still kaboom, though. Yeah, now he's going to keep bouncing. When he stops using bounce, that means he's in the second phase, especially if he uses meditate. Oh, wait. Yeah, we have to insulate, right? He bounced, so why don't we oomph you? Ouch. That's okay. That hurts some. She might die here, but I'm going to Sage Stone because he didn't Disruptive Wave. Ouch. Ouch. And of course, his bounce is down, but I can't afford to do that right now. She might still die if he attacks. Okay, we're okay. We insulated... Have him multi-heal while she... No, his bounces up. Then Zenithian Sword him. Alright. I mean, I might have miscalculated that there. Maybe his bounce was already down. I'm not sure. But anyway, at least his bounce is down for sure now. It's better than making a mistake. Setting yourself back is not good. Alright. Burka sapped, that's okay. But we got Insulate up and his bounce is still down. Go ahead and oomph him. Alright, we're okay. We don't need to yet. Go ahead and just Sage Stone. Up, bounce again. Go ahead and Sage Stone. Excuse me. Yeah, we just gotta keep trying here. Ow, ow. But yeah, the son and daughter are going to be trading roles random as the phases go on. Right now, daughter is mostly support. It's not too different from Maya and Mina when I was trying to conserve MP. I would just let Mina just do all the hitting while Maya would just use Sap and Sage Stone. Alright, anyway. Gotta use Insulate again. I don't think Bounce is down. Keeping track of that. Oh, there it is. Yes! I was right. Attack and oomph. Of course. This is why that Circle of Life is a little bit helpful for that. Just a little extra HP around. Alright. Insulate, and you can kaboom now. Right. Go ahead and oomph him. Ouch. Good, good. And of course. Insulate and kaboom. Ouch. Oh, wow, he nailed her. Bring her back. That's fine, I had to redo it anyway. You're gonna insulate... You know what? I'm gonna take this opportunity to oomph him, and then I'll get her mana back. I want you to use full heal while you do that. That's okay, it's only insulate and the defense downs that we had. I forget if he has bounce up, so... I don't think it is, but I'd rather play it safe for the moment. Sorry, I'm getting tired of that long animation, so I sped it up. Okay, dude, stop being a dick. Alright, I'm gonna risk it. Okay. This might be the rush phase, actually. Because he hasn't used bounce in a while. My god, is he annoying, though. You have to heal. Okay, not too bad. Alright. I want you to full heal, and you need to start kabooming. Yep, it's meditation phase now. This is phase 2. But he won't use bounce anymore, so that's one small win. I think I just insulated, and I don't think I have to worry too much. She could oomph. I think I'm actually going to Kazap. Kazap is actually stronger, I think. Yeah. Yeah, if she had full heal, I would just have Sun Kazap the whole time. I have to play risky here, so kaboom. Ow. Ow. Go ahead and full heal, and when he gets a chance, he's going to have to Elfin Elixir himself. Glad that didn't work. Insulate, and you know what? I don't want her to use it because she doesn't have as many of them. You just keep kabooming. Meditate heals 500. So every... Let me see. 2 rounds is about 300 damage she does. So 3 is about 450. So every 4 rounds she matches Meditate. Alright, he can Elfin Elixir himself. You kaboom. Alright, I'm gonna have you oomph him now. Ow, ow. We can get away with a Sage Stone. Damn it. I think I should just go with Kazap at this point instead. Yeah, go ahead and kaboom. But you need that insulate, 100%. Alright, you're at the 200 mark. Use multi-heal. You know what? No. Kazap and kaboom. Only one should die at most. And hopefully it would be daughter instead. Ah. That's the shitty thing. I am going to have to do this instead. Prioritize Sun and let her kaboom again. Just keep the damage going. She's probably... Yep. We all saw that coming, though. Oh! Oh! He's using desperate attacks. We actually passed the meditate phase. Okay, okay. Final phase, guys. This is where... it's full support on the Sun's part here. Unfortunately, Insulate's not on her right now either. Oh, well that works. Thank you. Oh, no thank you. Well, actually, the Kazap really won't matter too much. Because I think he only crits now. Okay. I'm going to say full heal her, and you can boom. You don't have to worry about him healing now, but it's just going to be a slow go. The good thing is he only occasionally attacks twice, it seems. Ouch. Yeah, but this still can be a little tricky at times, depending how he double attacks. Insulate and kaboom. If you get desperate at some point, like if you run out of Elfin Elixirs or you can't use them anymore, it's not a bad idea to use the Dragon Staff if you have to. Just to go pooping yourself or something. It's something, at least. It's not the best. But he doesn't resist Fire Breath, so... You know what? This is a time where Elfin early. Ouch. And he's alive. Okay. Luckily, even though Sun is not as fast as daughter, he's still fast enough that he's faster than Nimzo. Okay. But yeah, she's gonna just keep the kaboom train going. Ow. Ow. But yeah, I kind of like this. This is very similar to Maya and Mina, except Sun is carrying a lot of the work too, though, you know? Like, they're a very different crew. Yeah, go ahead and just keep healing. This is the steady and safe route. I mean, if I want to play it risky, I could do a Kazap. But for the most part, no, this is steady and safe. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to separate this into chapters like I did with Pissarro. Those had clear clues of when things were going. You know what? I'm gonna risk it. Daughter might die. Ow, and... Oh, okay, wow, we're good. I'm gonna multi-heal. That's what I get for risking it a little. Oh, jeez! I thought I had a little more. But that's how son and daughter beat Mr. Grandmaster Nimzo. Holy shit. I'm very happy with that. So, I don't know if son and daughter will be able to handle Estark. But I will give it a try. There's a good chance I might have to wait till I'm level 99, unfortunately, but we'll see how things go. Yeah, so there will be an attempt video, I think, after this. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was a nice little revisit for me, since I was attempting this years ago, and then I kind of got stuck after a while, so... But yep, son and daughter. The true heroes of the game. See you next time. Hey guys. Alright, so it is possible for son and daughter to take out Estark. However, you need a pretty good prep and a very suspiciously similar strategy that I've taken in other Dragon Quest challenges here. Why don't we start up with our levels and whatnot. As you can see, son is 71, daughter's 68. Daughter level's slower than son, but they got basically just about the same experience. In fact, I think she has slightly more. Yeah. Oh wait. Nope. He does. He has about 2,000 more, but it's still, yeah, not a big difference. My main thing was trying to get their HP up. I was trying to get them both to 400, but I figured, let me try at 350 before I try 400 HP for daughter, and this kind of works. As you can see, they got decent defenses. She's fast as fuck, but she has the meteorite bracer. Even if I take it off, she's going to be just like at 214 or whatever. Technically, she doesn't need the meteorite bracer, so if you want to make room for another item in your slots here, you could probably get rid of it. But yeah, though, he's got 436 HP. He's going to need it. He's going to be playing our healer for the most part. So for items, got the best we can do, the same usual Metal King Sword, Metal King Helms, Zenithian Armor, Zenithian Shield, and Circle of Life is just for that extra 10 HP per round. It is actually pretty useful just because it's technically 10 HP less damage, and over time that works for you. He's going to be filled with a bunch of Elfin Elixirs and Rebirth Stones. You get one free one in the bonus dungeon, and you can find another randomly in one of the treasures and trapdoors. I think you might be able to find more in there too, but I think it was in one of those treasure troves. So if you play it enough, you'll eventually find it in one of the treasure troves. And he also has the Yigdu, because yeah, you may need this. As for daughter, took away her weapon, like I've been doing with most of my mages here. She's got Princess Robe and Silver Shield for breath attacks, though Silver Shield helps mostly with the ice, if I remember right. Oh no, that one helps with her fire resistance, and the Princess Robe only helps with breath only. She doesn't resist kaboom at all, so she's kind of screwed on that part. And Golden Shower is her best defense. It also helps with statuses, but he doesn't do any statuses, which is why I took away the Elfin Charm as usual. Sage Stone will be used sparingly, but for the most part she'll be attacking. I also have the War Drum. It's an easy way to oomph everybody, but it's mostly so Sun can get an attack or two in the beginning until bounce wears off, because I'm not bringing the Zenithian sword in. It's only needed right in the beginning. Afterwards, though, you don't need it anymore. But yeah, she's got 3 leaves on her, 2 Elfin Elixirs, because that's what I could fit, and a Rebirth Stone. To be fair, I probably should get rid of the Meteorite Bracer for one more Elfin Elixir, but I was able to work it this way. I'm just going to leave it. Alright, that's all the setup. Let's jump in. This one's going to probably take a while. It's not a lot of forms. It's just one steady slog. But anyway, yeah, say yes, otherwise he's like, okay, well, piss off then. And then just goes back to sleep, so. Special music time. Anyway, the main thing that Sun's going to be doing is healing and insulating. Estark can be a bitch, because he likes the Disruptive Wave a lot, and he will Disruptive Wave on his first attack and then breath you afterwards, be like, haha, look, I got you. In the beginning, he starts with bounce, but it wears off over time, so don't cast on him. And Puff's not worth it. So what I'm going to do is just War Drum in the beginning. It might force him to... Okay, he won't. I'm going to let Sun attack while Daughter Sage Stones for a little bit. Okay, and over. Insulate and Sage Stone. His bounce is going to wear off in a moment. Ooh. Insulate is up. He'll be able to full heal himself in time. It's still not down, if I remember right. So I'm going to have her Sage Stone just to get her own HP up a little. There it is. Alright. This is a unique opportunity. See, 250 HP is when you should be full healing usually, but Daughter should survive, and even if she doesn't, her dying is not as important as him dying. This is a chance where Sun can actually attack. And she's gonna No, not snooze! God damn it. I used to Kaboom being right there. Yeah, that was my bad. I hate when I fuck up like that. He's gonna breath right after, isn't he? Yep. He's like, haha, fuck you, I got around it. He's a dick, dude. Dude, he just sucks. This is what happens, though, when you get so used to Kaboom. Now, keep something to know, he actually is susceptible to Fizzle and Snooze, but it's a rare chance to happen, and he's more likely to resist it. It's just not worth wasting your turn trying to get it on him, unless you have a weapon that will auto-do it for you, and Sun's going to be too busy to attack. Yeah, she's going to die here, because we couldn't get Insulate on. Alright, now that she got revived, I'm going to go ahead and Insulate. Basically, try to keep Insulate on almost all the time. I'm going to full heal him, even though he doesn't really need to, because it's better to have Sun always in good health. Okay? That's fine with me. You full heal, you Kaboom. Yeah, I'm so used to that lower right corner being Kaboom, so I've messed up at Snooze. It'd be funny if it worked, though, because that would have been like one of the best accidental things to happen, but yeah, things don't work out so nicely. Yep, and he did the dickish thing there. Insulate and Sage Stone. Try to keep our HP up when we have to use Insulate. Alright, we're actually in pretty good health. I'm actually going to try to get away with a mid-heal on Daughter. Even though it's not very worth it, it still saves a little bit of MP. I could also afford to attack instead, but I'm actually going to full heal. Actually, no. I'm going to attack and have her Sage Stone. That'll save MP, but also should put them in the survive rate to HP. Yep. Now you have to full heal, and Daughter may die here. Fun thing, if someone dies, like now, I'm not going to re-insulate her, because he gets weird at it. The AI field gets weird whenever you revive somebody, and don't put another buff on sometimes. Not this time, though. Sometimes he'll only attack once when that happens. It's a weird thing, and doesn't seem to happen reliably. I don't like to use multi-heal, but I think I'm going to have to. I also might be wasting Elfin Elixirs at times, too. Like, what could be perceived as a waste. Yeah, we've got a Sage Stone, this Insulate. Alright, once again, we're insulates up, got a full heal, and she's gonna kaboom. This is essentially the strategy. It's pretty boring. He does not... Ooh, nice. He does not regen HP, so it's not like you're pressed for time. You can take time to heal and get your MP back up. You're just going to be taking a lot of damage. But Insulate and Sage Stone. I think I hit 80 turns last time when I did my test run here. You're going to have to multi-heal. Damn. Yeah. You know what? No, I can't. I'm not going to. I'm going to full heal and kaboom. She might die here. Oh, she doesn't. Alright. Insulate Sage Stone. She still might die. Yeah. But Insulate's on him. Oh! Damn it! I forget when things don't... What do you call it? I forget when that it highlights automatically like that, so I accidentally kazinged himself. Oh. This does not happen on recording things where I'm using fast forward, but you know, when I'm trying to record it, that's when shit gets stupid. Shishikaboom. He has 9,000 HP. Not over 9,000, just straight 9,000. She does not have breath resistance. Insulate on, but we're not putting it on her because he has it already. And it's better just to him having to heal daughter instead of each other or whatever. Because then him what do you call it, dispelling our buffs. I mean, if I re-insulate, it's more likely a wasted turn. Okay, you're still good. But yeah, like with full heal, I have to move the cursor over. But with Kazing, it automatically highlighted it, and it's like, really? You should be okay. And, okay, he can heal himself. But yeah, I definitely wasted some MP there. But yeah, Elfin Elixirs are required for this. Alright, when she gets below 50, if Sun has an opportunity to, he's going to use one of his Elfin Elixirs on her. Actually, this is not a bad time to do it, but he's not below yet. I'm going to have him attack and her Sage Stone. That's the 8 right HP for it. Alright. Insulate and Sage Stone. 1, 2. Have him attack and her Sage Stone. It's not the right HP for it, but it's close. She's probably going to die here. But I'm going to let it happen. She may survive. Insulate's more important to me, honestly, which is sad, I know. 1, 2, and she survives. No, just enough. Careful with the Kazings, gotta be careful. Jeez. Alright, only he's covered at the moment. I'm gonna actually, for once, multi-heal. You gotta try to keep the damage going. 1 and 2. Okay, we're fine with that. Yeah, keep your kabooms. You got 2 more. This is not a bad time to do this. Elfin Elixir yourself and Sage Stone. Yeah, it's below 50 MP, that's enough, really. Alright, she's gonna take some heavy damage, but she's okay. If she has to Elfin herself, that's fine, but I try to use the Suns more because he's less likely to have time to do that. Yeah, not the right HP for it. You know what? She's low on MP. This is not a bad time for her to Sage Stone herself a little bit up. Especially because she doesn't have the breath resistance anyway. Yeah, she can afford one more Kaboom, and then we're gonna have to Elfin her. Yeah, he's gonna... You know what? No. Elfin... Oh, wait, does he... He still has his Rebirth Stone. Elfin her... She's gonna Sage Stone. And... She dead? Ooh, she survived. Not a bad time for a Yigdu. And that's when he does that. Okay. Insulate, and you still could afford to a Kaboom. Ideally, I think her HP should be a little higher for this fight, but for the most part, this is workable. HP's right. I'm going to do attack and Sage Stone. His attack's not great, but it saves a little MP. That's how I see it. Alright, now you actually have to multi-heal. I'm going to have her Kaboom. It'd be better if she had Kafrizzle. Alright, I'm going to only full heal here. You know, there's no rush. I really should be Sage Stoning herself more, instead of risking her each time. But then this happens, so... the HP's right, though. I'll do attack and Sage Stone. What a dick. I actually am going to have to full heal him. And we're going to be taking full breath damage in a moment. Ow, ow. She's not dead, but she's hurting. I'm actually going to insulate now and Sage Stone. Because otherwise we're going to fall into a trap. You're fine. Kazing. He may survive, and he does. Okay. Insulate's not on her. I gotta keep that in mind. But yeah, she's basically just kabooming the shit out of him. Crackle, he resists. Really? Well, Insulate's more important right now. But I am gonna Sage Stone to try to keep her on, but she's most likely going to die. Nope. Yeah, he's being a dick this round. Definitely is going to take multiple fights for this, though. He is going dick with an extra D here. Alright, he's still got his Rebirth Stone. He rarely attacks regularly. So you can get away with doing stuff like this. Yeah. I'm going to risk her again. It's because if you don't get the damage out, then you're just getting... going to put yourself into a hole. I'm going to multi-heal here, because Sun can survive with the multi-heal. I tried this earlier on, and I ended up just having to always play catch-up, and it just doesn't work very well. You run out of... You're basically just never getting damage out then. That's why you have to kind of play it slightly risky. Okay. And he heals himself. Okay. If you can get into a pattern where he just full heals every turn, mostly, you're fine. If he double breaths damage while we have Insulate on, we're also going to be fine. This is another opportunity of Sage Stone and attack. Though I think that puts you in the hole when you do that. Yeah. Full heal and Sage Stone just for yourself if you can. If he double breaths, you're fine, or if he does that. Or actually, that's actually pretty good. Alright. But yeah, he hates Insulate. He hates any and all buffs. But yeah, see that 10 HP every round definitely is kind of working in our favor. I'm going to actually risk just full healing her this time. Because again, he still has his Rebirth Stone if we really need to use it. He's okay. He can full heal. Double Breath is very good when we have Insulate on. That's no problem. I'm going to just full heal her. Boop, boop. And some ouchies there. But yeah, as usual, healer's life is more valuable than anyone else's. Alright, you're disruptiving here. Go ahead and throw a Sage Stone in. Yeah, you're gonna keep doing that, then we're gonna keep insulating. There was a time where when I first tried this earlier levels, he would, every time I insulated, it would always be Disruptive Wave, Cold Breath, and then I'd do it the next round, Disruptive Wave, Cold Breath, and he literally kept doing that back and forth, and I was like, really? Get the fuck over yourself, dude. This AI can be really cheesy, but they're also have it balanced around having 4 people or your whole wagon here. So I kind of get why they did that, because you could basically have a dedicated insulator the whole time while everyone else is doing damage. But yeah, I think we're in a decent pattern at the moment until he screws it up for us. That's fine with me. But yeah, don't bother with Kabuff or anything. It's just not worth it. Insulate's the only thing you need. And if I could find an opportunity where Sun is able to, I'm going to use another Elfin Elixir from him. Insulate, Sage Stone. Again, Daughter can do it in a pinch. It's just better if it's him that does it. Once again, we're going to insulate, because screw you. Yeah, look at it. See, he's being a little bitch now. No, no. Nice try. Wandering fingers. Yeah, he is going extra asshole right now. We're keeping it up, and whether you like it or not, asshole. Okay. But yeah, essentially it's stalling him out a little bit there. It's just like waiting until he stops being an asshole. Which, apparently, he can just keep going on and on for, so, you know. Luckily, Insulate only costs 3 MP. It's not too bad. We are getting close to wanting to Elfin him. Holy crap, dude! Yeah, Estark's a little bitch. Well, he's not as bad as Amon, I will say that much. Alright, this is actually reasonable territory. Elfin yourself and Sage Stone. Amon's still worse, though, from Dragon Quest IV. Yeah, I'm risking her again. All that to make sure he uses an Elfin, because hers run out too fast. She doesn't have the inventory space. It's below 50, so if I can get an opportunity to Elfin her, I'll take it. But yeah, it's usually when he double breaths on an Insulate that you're going to have the opportunity to use your items or something, not on her. Not on Daughter. Daughter is the one that usually could spare the moments, though, more often. I suppose what you could also do is take away one of her leaves instead, but if you run into some particularly bad luck, I prefer to have more of these. So, I think maybe you probably can get away with 2 instead. But yeah, she still can kaboom. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. She has one more kaboom before she can have to Elfin herself. He double-breathed. Yep, I can do it. Go for the Sage Stone. Ouch and ouch. Good. I like it when he aims at the sun at decent health like that. And Sun still has his Rebirth Stone, so we're doing good here. I wouldn't say Rebirth Stones are required. They just kind of help with your setup, so you don't have to backtrack a little. I think they drop off of a monster, but I don't ask me which one. I can't remember. He's starting to be an asshole. I'm gonna actually say, even though I really don't have to Sage Stone there, I'm gonna Sage Stone Insulate anyway to keep our HP up a little ahead. He probably could get away with an attack here, but I don't want to do it. Ouch. Yeah, if he attacked more often, this would be a little more deadly, I will say. Better off to heal him and risk her. Double breath, double breath. Ooh, that works. The full heal is going to be more valuable, but ooh, she almost died. Oh, he's a dick. I don't have to use Sage Stone here, so... I was hoping he'd focus on Sun there, but okay, fine. Right? And yeah, of course you're going to do that. Insulate Sage. I suppose... Excuse me. I suppose you probably could get away with not bringing the War Drum, and you can get an extra spot for more MP. It was more just... I just saw it as a way to save a little bit of MP, but the MP is negligible. Alright, Insulate stayed up. I think. Did it? It did. Okay, good. Ooh, and he double did it. You can join into attack now. Boop, boop. Alright. Yeah, good thing Sun is strong enough that, you know, he doesn't need to be oomphed. Oh, hey, there we go. He doesn't need to be oomphed to do decent damage. But how many turns did it take us? Probably more this time, because I screwed up at least twice. 106 turns. Yeah. In my test run, I was being a little more risky and attacking more often with Sun, but I lost my Rebirth Stones earlier. This time I managed to keep them. But that's it for this challenge. My next challenge, I have some ideas for some monster party only ideas, but I would love to hear you guys to do some. My idea is to have 4 regular monsters that are not the same species, or, you know, like, not like 3 slimes or something in some, or whatever. But I want to try to do parties like of 4 max. And they can be spread around when you can recruit them, but I'm trying to get at least 1 to 2 from the earlier on parts of the game, so I could at least show up those boss battles with them. And that's my idea, though, is to try to do that with for a challenge next time. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little son and daughter mini challenge. I mean, it's not as long as the Dragon Quest IV challenges, but I think it had some merit. Once again, any ideas for challenges in either 4 or 5, let me know either in the comments, or if you're on my Twitch, feel free to send me a message there, or if you are in my Discord, send me just a message there in any of the topics. See you next time!